Anastasia has been living with HIV since 1997 and has always been open and available to speak about it. Both now as a UN employee as well as when she worked for NGOs, her main motivation is to dispel stigma associated with HIV. Anastasia strives to disseminate knowledge about HIV prevention, treatment, care, and policies, and to promote the dignity of people living with this virus.
A lot of reactions depend on our myths and our some kind of basic information we know, and fears related only to our ignorance. Our reaction was produced like 20 years before, and 20 years before HIV was related to death, to fear, to bad condition of health. It was no hope. Now it's a different world. It's something that you can live with, you can manage, you can create a family, you can live normal life, you can have friends, whatever. It's like any other person.
I know Nastya for 2 years, and I think before meeting her, I didn't really have any close friends with HIV, and only dealing with her every day, you know, talking to her and being friends and hanging out, make me feel that I don't really have any deep fears anymore. The most symbolic thing for me was the very first time we had a cup of tea together. We've been drinking from one cup, and I've realized that this is a moment when I'm not afraid of dealing with HIV person anymore. That was a very quick moment, and I still remember it, and it was very important to me.
It's a constant struggle to build the awareness and to build the understanding on the part of staff what human rights means in the context of people living with HIV. As an organization in the UN, we take human rights as the core principle for our work and our behavior. So UN Cares helps really to clarify in very clear language what observance of basic human rights means in the workplace, in ways that somebody might not always think of, and of course UN staff are not exceptions. And when I say UN staff, I don't mean just lower level people, but I mean up to the top management. So in this regard, I think Nastya has made an amazing impact in the region, not just this office.
You know, in HIV, you cannot spend a few minutes, few seconds on that, because it's issue which related to some special things like sexuality, like sexual relationship, like even how to use condom. To make it in appropriate way, you need to think, you need to communicate, you need to organize.
The UN Cares training is for all UN agencies, and I take some effort in trying to be present to introduce this training. As a country team, head of agencies, on regular intervals we take up this issue of UN Cares. There is also a theme group on HIV and AIDS, of course also in that kind of forum the UN Cares agenda is frequently discussed. We've had training, a lot of us already, so this is...
Les gens qui peuvent être jugeants par rapport à ça jugent plutôt la manière dont la personne a attrapé le VIH. Ah, si tu l'as attrapé par le sexe, c'est ta faute. C'est ton problème. Et je ne veux pas avoir ça. Souvent, c'est mon impression. C'est pas quelque chose qui est vraiment dit, mais qui est perceptible. Et quand les gens jugent, moi je trouve que c'est souvent dû à la peur. Et la peur appelle la peur. Plus on a peur, plus on rejette l'autre. Mais je pense que c'est pas que dans le cadre de cette maladie. C'est quelque chose de global. Et les gens qui jugent se focalisent sur un aspect d'une personne. Et ne voient pas la globalité de la personne. Et la maladie, c'est souvent l'aspect le moins intéressant. Parce que ces gens-là ont tout autant à amener que n'importe qui est en bonne santé. C'est facile et c'est un réflexe très humain de juger, mais ça n'amène rien de positif. Ça n'amène rien du tout.
Of course, it's more easy to live with HIV if you have support, outside support. But in the same time, HIV positive people have to accept themselves with the virus and say to themselves that I'm now HIV positive, this is what I have, and this is a part of me. And I can not be shamed because of that. It's just a virus, and it's not related to my personality, not related to my skills, my education. It's just a small virus. Even if it's big, it doesn't matter. It's something that's not related to the person. Even if you live with this virus, it cannot damage you. When person accepts this, then it's maybe more easily to respond if somebody discriminates you or stigmatized.